guys, welcome along. Sorry I've been missing for a while, but I've been moving house. It has been an incredibly stressful time. The dogs are back there playing, so if you hear them, we're just gonna have to ignore them. Yeah, so it's a different type of video this week. I thought I'd do more of a vlog type video where I explain where I've been and what I'm doing. So firstly, where I've been. So I am moving. We are selling our house, and we're going to take a couple of years to think about what we want to do next, because we've seriously considered moving abroad, but we've got quite a few grandchildren now, and I feel like it may break my heart to leave. So we're going to take a couple of years before we decide what to do next. So we're moving into a rental outside of Liverpool, and I'm so very excited. There's a couple of things I'm excited about. One is to experience, I don't really want to say where I'm going, but I have been there before and I'm excited to go back. And number two is the challenge of making a rental my own. That's going to be so much fun. I mean, because, you know, we've owned that house since we got married, so I'm really excited to do that. There's only so many things, like there's things you can't do with a rental. Like some rentals don't even let you paint, don't let you wallpaper. Ours is actually okay. They're letting us do some things. We've got to run everything by them, but up to now, everything that I've ran by them, they've been really pleased with. So I can't wait to take you along that journey and see everything, and I'm going to learn new things as well, which is so exciting. So I'm just going to take you along for, technically I've been moving for a little while, and we had previously sold our house and it fell through, I think like the day before or something like that, and it was absolutely heartbreaking because this is the first house I've ever sold. So that was, it's an emotional roller coaster, and so I'm going to take you day by day. My house is not ready to move into yet. My current house is going to be sold before I can move into my next house, a good 2 to 3 weeks, not sure when, before I can move. So I have to move into an interim house for, you know, the interim. And that's going to be interesting because I'm taking minimal things with me. But I consider myself very lucky, and I'm very grateful to have that option to move into this house for the interim, because a lot of people don't have that, and they either have to pass on the house that they really want or pay extra fees to move in earlier or to stay somewhere else, and I haven't had that, and I'm just really grateful and, like I said, very lucky. So as lucky as I feel, it is more work because all of our things are getting put in storage for the interim, except a few bits which I will be in the house with me. They're essential: bed, TV, you know, little bits. So that's just another little bit of work that I've got to do. All the while, you know, hubby has had to go back to work, so he's set up as much as he could for us before he left. So he set the movers up, he helped get all the boxes. We packed so much before he left, so much. We negotiated everything in between, so he really did do an awful lot. But unfortunately there was not much else that we could do about it. He had to go back, so challenges all round really. But again, I still consider myself very lucky. The house I'm going to, oh, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful, and it's in such a gorgeous area, and I don't know, I'm just so excited. It's gonna be so good. Anyway, let's get into the video. Enjoy. Let me know if you enjoy these types of videos, because normally I sit down and chat to you, but this is not going to be that. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave me any comments below of any moving tips, packing tips, anything that you can think of, because I know I would appreciate them, and I know lots and lots of other people would too. Okay, let's get into it. Oh my god, you want to see the thing I'm using as a tripod? Okay, so As I've just said, the video is going to be a little different because I've semi-moved. I'm going to clean the interim house, which, you know, it's fine because someone was living there. They've not long moved out, so it's just maybe like, you know, a feeling, because it's been cleaned, so it's just a feeling clean. Sure, you'll know what I mean. So I'm going to do that today, and then depending on the time, you know, that I finish with that, there's a possibility I'll hire the van today and move the remainder of my things. Like I said before, there's not much here. Very basic living right now. She says while she's doing a full skincare routine. Well, actually, this isn't my full skincare routine. Yeah, so if I have time and the inclination, I am going to get the van, move the rest of the stuff, and possibly spend my first of, I think it's it's just over 2 weeks in the interim house, and that will be interesting because it's okay, like, living with just a bed and a TV in this house. That's great. It's not great, but it's, you know, it is what it is. It feels fine. I've never lived in this house. Rosie is already up the wall. So Rosie's already up the wall, so God knows what's going to happen there. But I'm just going to see how that goes. And like I said before, this is I consider myself very lucky to even have this option. This is as smooth sailing as this move's going to get. And the only reason it is smooth sailing is because I've been organised. Obviously hubby had to go back to work, so that meant I had no choice but to be like the most organised person in the world, which is why I have skincare. I've got an entire box, I'll show you in a minute, I'm not going to go through it, I've got an entire box of makeup and skincare and hair care, because life doesn't stop just because you're moving house. Like, everyone who's got events around you, they're not going to go, oh, we can't do it that weekend, Jack's moving. And what happened was, my cousin, who I'm close with, so there's no way I'm not attending, it was a hen do this weekend. So I had to go to that, and obviously I had to look presentable for that. So that was something. And then yesterday, which was Sunday, my daughter, it was her and their partner's gender reveal for their baby. So obviously, I can finally talk about it. Let me tell you, I was the only person, apart from obviously I can't remember what to call it, the scan lady. I was the only person who knew what she was having. And when, like, I can't keep secrets for my life. Don't tell Jack a secret because it's not getting kept. That's the top and bottom of it. But I managed to keep this secret, and as soon as I found out what she was having, I was gutted that I was the person having to keep the secret. Because I was so excited to find out, and then I knew, and then I was like, oh no, I've got to keep this secret in. And it was the hardest thing I've ever done. The hardest thing. So luckily I can talk about it now. And the gender reveal was amazing. We all got the biggest surprise. If she lets me, I'll insert a clip.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
But the reason I'm telling you this is because life doesn't stop because you're busy, you're moving. So when you're moving home, be as organised as you can be. Be organised to the point of pathetic. If you can organise your outfits for every day during when you've packed to when you unpack, then you're winning. Not that I'm saying do that, that's obviously not necessary, but what I'm saying is there's no such thing as too organised for when you're moving house. Everything you organise beforehand everything you organise beforehand is one less thing you have to worry about at the time. Yeah, so everything, like I've said 15 times, everything you organise now means you don't have to organise it then or worry about it at that point. So I have sort of organised all my outfits. I've kept out everything I want to wear, and everything I've kept out can go with everything else basically, except the 2 outfits for Saturday and Sunday. I've got no more events now until, well actually I do have a surprise event, which I've just realised now. I'm going to buy something new about that. I got invited to an event which I will be taking you along to, but I'll buy a new outfit for that. But yeah, I've organised everything so that everything can be worn with everything. I have got enough undies, socks. I kept out all my staple shoes. I'm into flats and trainers right now, so it was easy. I've kept all my glasses. I kept out the exact jewellery because if you know me, you know I have my favourite pieces and I wear them all the time. So I've kept them out. And the one thing I didn't do, which I'm sorry about, was organise the kitchen. I ended up having to throw a lot of food out. I'm sad I didn't do that. So I did try to, once I realised what I'd done, I tried to eat throughout that week so that I wasn't wasting it, because obviously they took the fridge freezer and the fridge freezer in the other house hadn't been turned on in time, so it's just one of them things. That's the one I'm a bit disappointed about, but other than that, so I'm getting ready now. I am going to get dressed. Although we've also been faced with, anyone who's in the UK will know this, we have a shortage of fuel in the UK right now. I am going to go on the hunt for diesel. Let's get going. So like I said before, I had to organise all my beauty stuff. I mean, it's dotted all around the room at this point, but this is what I had done. So I've just got this in here, which has got all my makeup brushes. That's just a little bag of samples. All my makeup is in this one. Skincare, most of my hair care is there. I've run out of deodorant, so I'm using that, what we got off an Emirates flight. And then in here is just what I know. Actually, there's a bit more than that, but because I knew the weather was turning, I kept them. But because I'm 44 and I'm getting hot, I kept my t-shirts and stuff like that. And then in here was more work stuff. It only goes to the... But that's, like, I've been packed for a while now, so that's why that's all in there. But the rest of these are all empty. So that's where I'm up to with that. Okay, so I've been to a couple and there's no fuel at all. And then at the top of this street there's also a large Asda. So I'm thinking I could also check that one. Oh, so the Asda have some. Oh, the Asda have some. And they have diesel, but it's limited to £30 per pump. Oh my god, there's absolute murder here. I mean, she did block her roundabout, which was pretty stupid of her. But I'm not going to make that mistake, so I am waiting until that is clear. Yeah, £30 per vehicle, that's all you can have. But it's better than nothing. £30 in a Range Rover gets you nowhere. But it is what it is. Grateful for what I can get. Oh guys, you have to ignore the state of me because, well, I'm living out of boxes. Let me tell you, I didn't pick up that camera once after I got the petrol, the diesel. I was only allowed to get £30. And then it was time to do the big move. That's the dog having a drink. It's time to do, like, get this place clean. And then I realised that I did have enough time. Turn that light. Oh, that's flattering. I did have enough time then to go and hire the van for a couple of hours. And I didn't have much stuff, so I could probably get it all here. By the time I'd done all that, it was about maybe 9 o'clock, something like that. And obviously, because I'm only here for 2 weeks and it's just me, I've left the bed. As you can see, I'm living in a living room. There's a TV here, the bed is here. I've got a functioning kitchen, bathroom. but I just thought, I'm staying down here, I'm literally going to be out and coming to bed, and I was perfectly happy with that at the time. Now I'm wondering if it was such a good idea. There's a conservatory, but I will give you a little tour. There's a conservatory right here, and all I can hear is the slightest drop of rain. This is perfect for the 2 weeks that I'm staying here, so I'm not complaining. I consider myself to be very lucky to be able to do this, and I don't think there's any way of really organising this any better, because there's just no point in bringing all my furniture here for 2 weeks. It'll cost too much money for the movers as well. So I think it would have been much better. I went and bought an EE. I mean, you don't have to get EE, you can get any and with the E. I got an EE mobile hub. I don't know what you call them. But it's basically like Wi-Fi wherever I am. And I plugged it in last night and everything was working well. I was able to watch my Apple TV. I could listen to music on Siri, and then something happened and it's almost like this keeps going off. My son, who's an Apple, I don't actually know if his technical term is Apple Genius, but he fixes phones in Apple, so he's gonna come and have a look for me. Had I had fully functioning internet, it would have been absolutely fine, but the main priority for today is get this internet situation sorted out, get my house, what will be completed on tomorrow, cleaned. I mean, it's pretty clean anyway, so I've got them things to do. And lastly, and definitely not least, Nespresso have come out with a pumpkin spice blend, so I have got to shoot into town. I don't care, that's important, I'm basic. These things, hints and tips for you guys, these things I don't see how I could have organised better for these. I don't think I could have organised any better than I have. There's a couple of things that I'm looking at. Oh, I wish I had something for the side of the bed here, because I'm leaning down and putting stuff on the floor. The kitchen, perfectly well organised. The bathroom, there's lights out upstairs, so I'm a bit freaked out going up there at night, but that's something I can fix today. I think I've done pretty well. I've just got to get back to the other house. I've just got to get that cleaned, which isn't going to take me long at all. My son's going to come and help as well, and then we're good to go. But yesterday I was exhausted. Like, I have that, I mean, I don't know if it's technically a medical condition, I'm not sure, but you know, where you don't sweat, like your body just overheats. Like, I don't perspire in the gym, and I swear I felt damp on my back. I swear I did. I mean, it would have been the first time in my life, but I swear I did. Because yesterday was incredibly difficult, and today I'm hoping it's not going to be as difficult, but it's going to be the final push. I'm a bit curious to see what's going to be the worst. Is it going to be all this really physical hard work that I've had to do, or is it going to be the emotions of the completion of the sale going through tomorrow and just waiting for that final dot at the end of everything? I'm not sure what's going to be worse or more like nerve-wracking. I really don't know. But either way, this should all be over tomorrow. Today is completion day. Oh, so exciting. Yesterday was the last time, although I've just realised I've left all the Henry the bags in the other house, but left yesterday, and it was actually a bit emotional. I didn't think it would be, because I really am not attached to that house in that way, and I was looking forward to leaving, starting a new chapter. Obviously, because I'm vlogging it, I did an empty house tour as well, and I went round and spoke a little bit about each room, so the memories and things like that. So, you know, that got me a bit emotional, but nothing that I wasn't over by the time I'd left, and I had to go to Tesco because my toaster broke, and I changed the fuse. I'm not sure if I told you this already. I changed the fuse, and it still didn't work. I thought I was being all independent woman, but it still didn't work, so I just had to get a new one, which also means I've got to get a new kettle because they're matching. Breville kettle and toaster, which is disappointing, but hey ho. So there was a lot of organising going on yesterday, and what I will say, hints and tips, is I was so organised. Like I've said several times, I was so organised. The last 2 days of the move, I was looking around and I was thinking, there's just a couple of bits here, this is fine, I can do this on the day, I'm not worried about this one bit. When it came to it, it's actually 2 trips in the car, but it wasn't a lot of things, it was things that just didn't seem important. So I'm saying, oh, it doesn't matter, they're not important, I'll come to them later. But the fact of the matter is, every single solitary thing you leave out, even if you leave it because you need it, you're creating work for yourself on the day. So and also I had left out clothes because obviously I'm here for just under 3 weeks. All my other clothes have gone into storage, so I left out what I thought was a decent amount of clothes. Guys, I've left out a year's worth of clothes. It was ridiculous, it was ridiculous. But what I would say is, even if you're going straight from your house that you're selling or renting to your next property, pack a suitcase as if you're going on a 2-week holiday. You need your undies, you need your bathing stuff, you need your showering stuff, you need everything as if you're going on holiday. Pack a suitcase for every single member of your household for a 2-week holiday, because that means that when you get to your new house, you are not searching through boxes. You've got 2 weeks, you've got a week either side. So that would be my advice. Didn't heed my own advice because, you know, I'm the profesh, so I didn't need to. What an idiot. But that's my advice to you. Pack 2 weeks like you're going on holiday to a similar climate that you live in. So today, to be honest with you, I had to, because everything like got brought here last night, I had to organise this place this morning, which I had pretty much done. I'm pretty proud of myself given that it's only 11:10, so that's cool. And now all that's left to do is I have a few bits to do in work. They don't look work worthy, but I must get this work done. So I'm just, and funnily enough, work is, you mean you could walk? I'm not going to, but you could. So I'm just going to pop in there, do that, make contact with the rest of the human world for a little bit, and just wait for actual completion to happen. Let me unlift this in case it's completion. Guys, oh, let me tell you, selling a house is stressful. My phone has not been out of my hand today, just like waiting for actual completion to happen. It's so stressful, like getting phone calls, and it's so mad that something as simple as someone, because apparently it was a long chain, but apparently someone right down the other end of the chain, like I don't know what happened, but it was due to something. It might not have even been nothing, it's just like catching up with lenders and stuff. And so right now it's 20 past, but this is it. Hello? Oh, hi, are you okay? Can you actually believe that my battery ran out at such an integral moment? Completion just happened. Oh, right, so that was stressful. That was so stressful. I mean, I've still got to wait for funds to hit my account, but apparently that is going to be definitely by close of play, and it is 4:25 now. So let me tell you, like, I feel like I've been so busy today, so it was all right. But as soon as I'd caught up on my work and done everything I was supposed to do, I was stressed from that moment, because I kept thinking, why is it taking so long? Is something wrong way down the line that's going to have a knock-on effect with me? What's going on? Obviously John's away now working, so I've got him messaging me as well, and he's 8 hours ahead. So it was like him phoning me saying what's going on. He obviously, you know, he is obviously feeling quite helpless where he is. So it was a lot more stressful than I thought it was going to be. I thought I was just going to be like, it's fine, you know, completes when it completes. But once I'd finished the work and I started realising we're more than halfway through the day and nothing's happened. But then as soon as I heard something had happened, everything went so quickly. Like, I didn't even get time to film this video. So luckily that's it. I am no longer the owner of that property. I am really, really grateful at this point in time, because we had sold this house before and it fell through right at the very last minute, which is possibly why I was so on edge. But any hints and tips I've got on completion day would be busy. Be busy. Don't don't be sitting around waiting, and also don't book to move on completion day, because well, look at us, it's almost 4:30 now and our buyers don't have the keys yet because they've only just found out. So there's my advice: do not book to move on the day of completion. And be busy, because waiting is stressful. Yeah, that was a stressful day, but I am going out for a meal tonight. Nothing too flash. We're going to Frankie and Benny's. We are just going to go and have a little chill, because I have obviously been so stressed. Like, all I've had all day is people saying you look really tired, which is code for you look awful. I appreciate that, and you know what, I'm not even mad, because I have worked my butt off for the last well, for a while now, but certainly the last 3 days have been a mega push. So I don't even care that I look like a dog's dinner. I'm quite happy with it, because after today I'm probably going to cry when I get in bed tonight, because I'm just going to be like, all that relief. And everyone around me's got the flu, so I also feel like everyone around, like, my body's going, you can't get sick. So I'm going to wake up tomorrow and I'm going to be like so sick. Guys, I know I look awful, but I just wanted to round up this day, because today has been emotion and exhausting. And even though I'm really happy and grateful that everything has happened and gone off as it should have done, like you can tell just by looking at me, I am exhausted. I'm in bed, and let me see what time it is. 8:15, but I'm just hoping that I don't wake up till like 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, because I need to catch up on sleep. But rounding up this day has been an emotional roller coaster. I'm never selling a house again. I don't ever want to have to do this again. Everything was taken care of, and I don't have to wake up and do anything tomorrow. Like, there's nothing, everything else that I have to do is either work or the exciting parts of getting ready to move into our new place. You know, like shopping for that furniture, or maybe that's what I could do. Maybe I could go to an IKEA, which is a completely separate vlog even. It's just nice knowing that I don't have to worry when I wake up tomorrow. Hey guys, well, I hope you've enjoyed this vlog style, even though most of it was like just to sit down and chat at the end of every day sort of thing. But in all honesty, I was real busy. I was real busy to you know, to sort of like vlog as I was doing things. But some of the major tips I'd give would be, I know it sounds obvious, but preparedness really does get you through it. No matter how silly you think you're being, preparing that little last detail, it's going to save you time on something later on down the line. Literally, if you label things ahead of time, if you pack things 2 months in advance that you know you're not gonna need, literally, trying to think, start like dwindling down your food plenty of time, even meal prepping, or at least getting your recipes in order so that you know that food's gone. Literally anything you can do to take the pressure off yourself in the last week or two, it's worth doing it, because in them earlier weeks and months you're not nearly as busy, so you should use your time then to prepare. So that, because I was the most prepared and I was still absolutely chocker. I did, like, the last 2 weeks have been a blur. I don't know how I'm still standing. Today's the first day that I haven't really had to do anything moving related. No, literally nothing. And I still got up at 5:30 because a certain someone knocked something over and woke us all up. Other than that, I would have had an amazing sleep, and fingers crossed for tonight. So yeah, so preparedness. More practical ideas would be pack, like I said, pack like you are going on holiday, like a staycation, so that the temperature of things you get is, you know, the temperature of the things you pack, like your jumpers, your t-shirts and stuff, they're all appropriate for your country. So pack for 2 weeks vacation. What else? If you will always 120% of the time, no such thing, I know, but you will always need more boxes than you think. I think initially we went and purchased 30 boxes, and I can easily say we at least doubled that. I'm like, did we triple it? There's a good possibility we even tripled that. So you will always need boxes, you will always need bigger boxes than you think. So we got, like, we didn't get small, but we got like medium, and then from the removals company we got giant boxes. And you know what else we got, which were an absolute godsend, and I think they are a bit more pricey. I know they're a bit more pricey. Ours luckily came in with the movers fee, the garment boxes, so you don't have to unhang anything. Everything comes off the hanger and goes straight in the garment boxes, and it sounds like a little luxury, but the amount of time that'll save you. We also got the big bags, they're like laundry bags from IKEA, and all the towels, bedding, everything you can think of that needs to be in a bag, not a box. But also you don't want to be putting things in bin bags. I mean, you can, but these are zipped up, and it's just, and they're easy to label. You can fit so much in them, so they were an absolute godsend. Getting everything sorted ahead of time. Obviously with the internet and the bills and stuff, it's a little bit different for me right now because I'm in temporary accommodation. Even the most prepared people, sometimes the internet is not on the day you get there, and let's face it, one day without the internet now means no TV, sometimes no lights, and God forbid if you've got children and you've got no internet, that's not going to be a fun night or couple of nights. So I got that. The overarching thing is preparedness, manage your expectations, because things will go wrong. 100% things are going to go wrong. You just have to keep your head on your shoulders, keep your head firmly there, don't look into it too much, just keep plodding forward. I think that's it, you know, guys. I'm probably going to have forgotten everything, but in all honesty, I'm exhausted, and I haven't even turned my phones off for you. That just shows you how exhausted I am. If you enjoyed this vlog, please do let me know if you'd like some more like this. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. And also, we have, to accompany this vlog, we've got a piece over on www.nothingfine.co.uk where you will find the steps from 6 weeks onwards to moving, everything you need to know. It's a guide, if you like, and I think you'll really find it helpful if you're thinking of moving. And other than that, I'd like to say I'll see you next Thursday, but in all honesty, it depends if I am still standing by then, because this may be over for this portion, but I have only got 2 to 3 weeks here, and then I do it all over again. Right, happy October, guys. See you soon. Bye.